Hi, I'm Kerr, a Red Seal journeyman electrician in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. Today I'm going to show you how to easily change out a single pole switch. Single pole switch is a switch that controls a light from one location. To complete this project, we're going to need a new switch, a new wall plate, a non-contact voltage detector or volt-tick, a flat blade screwdriver, a number 1 or number 6 Robertson screwdriver, or a number 2 Phillips for you Americans out there, and a pair of wire strippers. Step 1, turn on the light with the switch you are going to replace. This will help identify which breaker to turn off. Step 2, remove the old wall plate. Step 3, use the volt-tick to check power at the switch. This is a test to make sure the volt-tick is working properly. Safety first. Step 4, turn off the power to the circuit controlling the light. This is a lot easier with a helper. Get them to yell at you when the light goes out, unless you want to run up and down the stairs, in which case, you do you. Step 5, use the volt-tick to ensure the power is off. Step 6, once the power is off, using your number 1 Robertson screwdriver, remove the old switch from the wall. Step 7, we don't need to keep track of the wires. If you look at the switch, you'll notice both screws are brass. This just helps us acknowledge that either wire can go on either screw. So go ahead and cut the wires off the switch with your wire strippers. It's okay, the power's off. Step 8, straighten out the wires as best you can. This will make stripping the wires easier and less likely to get nicked. Choose the number 14 size on the wire strippers. All residential wiring is 14 gauge. Gauge just being the thickness of the wire. Strip off about 1/2 inch. If you look at the back of the switch, there'll be a handy gauge. Here's the wire gauge to show us that the wire is the right length. Next, we're going to curl the wires and then put them under the appropriate screw. Once the wires are curled, curls underneath the wire clockwise so that as the screw tightens, it pulls the wire underneath the screw. We want to make sure that there's only copper underneath the screw, no insulation. We want to make sure there's good contact. Use your number 6 Robertson to tighten up the screws. Step 10, we're going to neatly push the switch back into the wall. Most switches are marked with an up and a down or a top and a bottom, so make sure the top's up. If not, remember that the screw terminals are always on the right side. Neatly fold the wires in. If you run into some problem, just keep the wires together. Keep it neat, push it in uniformly. They'll go. Use the number 1 or number 6 Robertson screwdriver to put it back into the wall. You want to make sure the switch is snug against the drywall, but you don't want to cave in the drywall around it, and you don't want the switch to bend either. Step 11, we're going to put the wall plate on with our standard flat blade screwdriver. We want to make sure that the cover plate goes flat against the wall, that there aren't any gaps. We don't want to over tighten the cover, we don't want it to crack or pucker. Either way, it'll look pretty terrible. When you're finished, have the screws so they line up vertical, nice and straight. Step 12, make sure the switch is off. This will help troubleshoot if there is a problem. Go and turn the power back on. Flip the switch and see if it works. If you've got light, then you're done. Good job. If not, call Kerr Electric. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below and I'll try and respond as quickly as possible. If you're in Regina and surrounding area and the DIY thing just isn't for you, you can give me a call or email me. The details are below. Thanks for watching.